Janesville. Each of you is an enormously powerful, bright light, and I hope you can all acknowledge that about yourselves. I'm going to take a moment, and I want to say thank you to the United Church of Christ for having us here. It was an emergency. We were going to be at another venue, and apparently that was an issue. Hold on a minute, we're having some technical difficulties. Oh, there, I feel like I'm trapped.
Yeah.
What? I have to talk exactly in front of it. Oh, okay. All right, everything in there. All right, so I just wanted to say thank you for having us at the last minute. I mean, literally Thursday. We were without a venue and got a venue, and we said a little prayer, and Rick came through, and it was so grateful. And also I want to introduce Sophie Milton, who is also Milton, who is our beautiful certified sound healing therapist. She's done a lot of training, and you can see she's got a huge investment in all of her wonderful accoutrements. Yeah, you'll find that she's delightful. She works exactly with whatever it is that needs healing. I don't know how she does it. It's magical. And we just want to say thank you to you for donating your time to do this. This is a huge gift to have everybody here. And each one of you are a vessel of love and of light. And we want you to know that the divine in each of you, however you relate to that word, it doesn't matter to me what religion you are or no religion. It matters just that you come here with a heart full of love and hope for your brothers and sisters in humanity. We are at a huge crossroads in time. Things are very much shifting in the energy on the planet, not just in this country, although it's interesting in this country right now, but definitely on the planet. There is a global awakening. There's been a global awakening since 1989, and it's been increasing and increasing and increasing as we're moving along, and it's a very exciting time. So you're asking probably, why are we doing this land healing? And I want you to know that it's for a very big purpose. We were asked to do 4 areas in the greater Seattle area, from SeaTac all the way up to Arlington. There are zones in that huge area that have what we would call, everybody know what concave is, right? When things go down. Okay, where there's a concave energy. I feel like I'm under attack here. I have to talk into it. This is a new experience for me. In these concave energies, for Everett, it goes down 360 feet into the ground. So I want you to imagine that the light of the divine and these solar flares that are supposed to be raising the frequency on the planet, and we're supposed that was a sound mistake.
I woke everybody up, didn't I?
Yes, everybody was asleep. So anyway, when there's such a concave area and we've got this new light coming in, the light is going to impact the earth. When it's further down, it's further to go, which means that humanity, all life forms, plant life, animal life, it's harder to receive that energy. And I'm sure that most of us here who lived and traveled between SeaTac Arlington, where there's areas where you're just going like, oh, this feels so good here, right? And then other areas you drive through and you're going like, oh my God, what is this, right? Because it feels heavy. Well, the heaviness is due to ancient land trauma. And that land trauma needs to be released and lifted up. And we're going to have humongous support from the other side, as well as each one of you are transformers of this energy. So we're going to run into, I have no idea, each place that we've done had its own unique land trauma. It had its own unique beings that showed up. So what we want to do is take this 360 feet, bring it up to the surface. And when we get it up to the surface, hopefully it will only be an hour and a half or less, we're going to then take a break at probably, what are we at now? Probably close to 2:15, maybe 2 o'clock, 2:15, somewhere in there. And we're going to need food. There's going to be food back there for sustenance, because this is WORK, work. Your presence is being used, your energy, your love, your intention. You are not just going to be sitting here, you are actually participating. You are an integral part of what happens here. Just like each of us is an integral part of whether there's more love on the planet or whether there's more hatred, right? So as we bring this energy up, we get to give the rest of humanity that's living in this area an opportunity for choice between moving in the darkness or moving in the light. So as we lift this up, we're going to give more people the opportunity to choose love and brotherhood and connection with one another and to the planet. One more last thing, and that is probably almost everybody knows that, there's lots of minerals in our land. And those crystal minerals are receiving those solar flares. And by us doing this work, they can be better relay stations around the globe. They all talk to each other, and they are holding this beautiful new frequency of love. So each one of you is such a blessing to be here and to give of yourselves this time, this energy, your selfless service to the humanity and the life that lives here. So does everybody understand why we're doing this? I hope I made it clear. Yes? Okay, good. So what I'd like to do now is we're going to have Sophie start with some gentle sounds. And what we do in the beginning is we're going to do a little prayer. Well, the whole thing is a prayer, right? But we're going to do a little prayer, and we're going to connect to each other in the room. And we're going to invite each of you to breathe the following color into your field. That color is royal blue. Royal blue is the color of the consciousness of God, connected to the human soul and body. We're going to invite each of you to say yes to receiving this color, allowing it to move through your body and around you 2.5 miles each. So where this place is going to be blowing out royal blue everywhere, okay? And this allows us to be better facilitators of this shifting and transforming. Now, I will say just ahead of time, I may end up taking a little potty break at some point during this whole thing, but she's gonna hold the fort down for us. I don't want to do this. Okay, so what I'd like everybody to do is go into their center, whether you choose to be in your third eye, whether you choose to be spot with your chin, your throat chakra, or your heart chakra, or your third chakra or navel area. You pick a place that you are comfortable. So let's just have a little silence and ground self, calling your higher self down. Your higher self is up above you about 1,500 to 2,000 feet, depending on the person. So you want to connect up with that part of you that knows pure love, that knows the beauty of the truth and the power of who you are. And bring that down into the body. As you're giving permission for this royal blue to envelop you. And then as we do this, we're going to connect with each other so that we become one united whole. And when we're doing this land raising, some of you have meditation paths that you belong to, where you might have a specific prayer or mantra that you use in your meditation. Feel free to use that. If you do not have a meditation prayer, you can do the Lord's Prayer if you like. You can do something very simple like I am love. I am the divine or God's beloved child. I am one with love. I am one with the universe. You can also do something Eastern, and that would be something like Om, A-U-M, Om Namaste, which we are one with the all that is. You pick what works for you, where you can keep your consciousness. So we're just going to have about 30 seconds to a minute of silence. Support us in this work. So we thank Kingdom of Love and Light for that support. There'll be 7 saints here as well. Jesus and Buddha being among them, and others whom you most likely will not know, who've been in the body as saints at other times. Some of them have been written about, some have not. We thank the divine creator of all that is. Many of us call it God, whatever you call it, for giving us that incredible love, support, and guidance. Allowing each of us to be vehicles of love and light in this holy work together today. So we have a 10.6-mile area in Everett to South Marysville. And part of it goes into the water in the Everett Sound area that we are do some light language. And it's ancient Lemurian language that will come through at different times as well as messages. So just hopefully no one will be too upset by that. So everybody can put their 3 fingers of their left hand on your sternum with your ring finger kind of in the middle between your breasts. And then just a little bit apart so that you're kind of like playing the piano on your chest. Your thumb and your pinky finger just tucked in underneath, or however you want them, not touching, you just need to be comfortable. So focus on your heart. Really connect with love to your heart, knowing that you're part of a vital core of energy on the planet. And let's take ourselves into the center of this concave area. And put your conscious attention there. As we begin to lift up, I want you to envision, like if you were a little kid or a person working in the dirt, with your hands in the dirt on a shovel, and you are literally lifting the land up, lifting the trauma up. When we get to a layer of trauma that needs to be released, we usually get a little bit of the history around it. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little light language that's asking you to come through, to love and support this group, and to open us all up to this beautiful love and light that is you. Symbol, and have your eyes in your hands. If you like, join me in moving your hands in infinity symbols, connecting us to this beautiful place in the bottom of this concave energy, beginning to lift it up. Ceremony, will become several, where we're going to invite you to gently play your instruments and drums. We ask you to wait until you're invited to do that, so that we will stay in harmony with what Sophie's doing. So setting your energy down and begin lifting that energy up. Connecting to the earth, inviting it to release whatever heaviness, trauma that might be there, just kind of scoop up the energy with your hands, bring and sending the love from the palms of your hands and your fingers forward into this cosmic energy. And again, lifting it up with your love. Keep lifting, we're doing well. We're at 340 feet already. It's very important that your prayer be very specific. Whichever one you use, keep it going like a circle, letting that be the intention of love that's going down into the earth and lifting it. And you're opening up the grid a little bit wider right now for us. And you're giving us a little bit more support right now. Okay, so here come the whales. The whales are the grid keepers of the planet. So we welcome the whales to come and support us with their love and their energy and their knowledge of the infinite from their perspective. And I have a message from the lead whale, and she is 3 miles out in the Everett Sound. And it's a she. And she said, thank you for being the heart, the mind, and the eyes and love of God and the body, and doing this for the planet. The whales are much an integral part of this work of raising the frequency on the planet into this new fifth dimensional energy that's here. So just know that if you're feeling another energy of light, maybe even the sound of a whale in your energy field, just know that it's not something you're making up. It's very real. We're all connected. All of life is connected. The Native Americans and indigenous people all have known this, that we're connected to everything. This modern idea that we can abuse the planet and that we're all separate is craziness, in my opinion. But okay, let's go lift it up again. We're going to take a deep dive down into the earth. We're at 325 feet now. And let's go scoop up some more trauma and let's release it. Whatever this trauma is at this level is mild compared to what we may end up running into later. And hopefully we don't run into something really big, but if we do, we'll handle it together with the divine on all sides. So we're going to lift one more time here. We're at 315 feet. Keep lifting. crows are murderers, right? Groups of crows, I think are called murderers. Anyway, we've got a bunch of crows showing up here to help us live. There must be significance to that, I don't know what it is. But
I do.
You do? Okay, go.
Malika and
Tressa.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
connected to the whole call.
You brought them. Woohoo, thank you. We would love that support. Thank you for being vehicles for that. That's wonderful. Okay. All right, so we don't know who else has brought somebody, but I'm sure whoever it is going to show up. Okay, so let's keep going and let's keep lifting this land up, this frequency up. Pulling in out the darkness and allowing the light in. Filling the earth with light so that the frequency of love that is coming through these beautiful solar flares that are blessing us. And it can raise up humanity, as many people as can be receptive to that new love and new frequency and new direction. So it's interesting, on my left, your right, there are 3 Native American Indian chiefs that just showed up. So I will find out a little bit about them while you keep lifting the land and the frequency of heaviness into the light. So there's one chief around 1400. He was in, where would you say that? Near, show me again. Kind of the crossroads where, Everett and Linwood kind of meet. That area was his tribal area, and then it went down into the water from there. 1400s, and they had an invasion of other beings from another time or place or planet or whatever. Anyway, it looks like alien energy that harmed the tribal people. And there are 3,402 souls that are stuck at the 290-foot level. So all of us are going to participate in doing forgiveness. So I want you to really ground yourselves. And we're going to do the forgiving with the divine for the people that are still enraged, aspects of their soul that are still stuck there. They're enraged at the beings, as well as angry with the Creator for abandoning and betraying them as they were leading loving, simple lives. So let's do this forgiveness. Thank you, God. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Creator, for taking the love of the hearts of all these people here to do the forgiving for these 3,000 plus people, their soul hearts that are stuck here. And thank you for liberating them in the light as we help do the forgiveness for them and forgiving God for their sense of feeling betrayed and abandoned, and forgiving the army of energy that came in from another world to harm them. let's invite all these people to release themselves from being trapped at this level and allowing themselves to move back into the beauty and the truth of the light of who they are, reconnecting to their source energy of their core of who they are. Just have a few more feet to go here. So the crows at this moment are taking this unforgiveness, this sense of being abandoned and betrayed, and literally helping to pull it out of the earth and into the light. We thank you all for doing that. And the whales are literally sending their energy like arms around us all, holding us in love, like this big circle of energy of love around us, to strengthen the core of who we are as we're doing this work. So we are not alone in doing this. So it's very important right now for you to, in earnest, do whatever prayer you want to be doing. And with that prayer, sending this energy up to the light. Shifting. I don't know if anybody else who can see it, feel it. It's different on its side. You might want to put 2 or 3 fingers between on your sternum, between your heart again, on your heart, between your breasts. And focus, sending love, love, love. Ayo, moto ai menene ototo atata. Ayo ku ai manako asatai. Tara, keo moto asai manakayo koi. In all of eternity, these souls will rest in peace and in love. We thank you for your prayers. That's the translation of what I just said. Okay, so I'm sorry. So each one of these souls that was trapped out there, they are literally forming a line, bowing down to all of us here, into the light of God in you, as they're leaving this stuck place in the ground. They're grateful that they're free. And they're grateful for your love and energy. Good job, people. That's over 3,000 souls that you have to liberate from this place. See how powerful you are. And I'll be so grateful. Okay. Remember we started this at 290 feet. People were down to 210. Good job. Now, we're going to invite people in the audience who want to walk in an infinity symbols. We can have you walk in infinity symbols close to the aisle by the windows, or in the middle, or in the very back. And you can do it in small groups if you feel like you need to move, and you keep praying. You don't stop your prayers because we need you. But some people like to be moving, so know that you can get up and move and do it as long as you walk in infinity symbols. And Anna's gonna lead the way. Thank you, Anna. You're all, whoever wants to do it, you also can remain seated, whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, they would like us to take a lot of, like a tornado of white light around each of our bodies, and let's wash this energy of this release that we had to do, and just allow that, start at the bottom of your feet, work up and send whatever it is from this experience into the light to be transmuted into love. Good job. Okay, now we're gonna dive back down again and do the next level. We'll see what comes up next. Emono atu asi eo tu asi o tu ai no mono kai. Etata oso so ata. Eso mono koto ai putu koyo so a. Ata i o tu. Translation is, may the divine light of love continue to support and align us with what needs to be cleared, with love, gratitude, and the opportunity to be a blessing to others. So right now, for those of you who would like to take your right hand with the fingers laid apart, put it across your chest, wherever it feels like it needs to be for you. Could be close to the throat, could be between your breasts and your throat, could be over your breasts and your chest, lower chest. So find a place that's comfortable. Send your love energy there. And then take your left hand and just have it, you don't have to be way up and not in the sky, but it can be. It can also be down or on your lap with your palm facing up. So you're sending the energy from the right side of your arm over your heart into your left hand, and your left hand back into your heart and out. This is to support others. Keep doing that prayer, whatever yours is. It can be Om Namaste. I am one with love. I am one with the divine. I am the beloved child of God. I am here as a vessel of love and light to serve the divine in all of myself. down to 200, no, we're down at 210, we're down, another 60, yeah. Or 150 then. Okay, so we have more, it's interesting, we have more animals from the sea. We've got, what are those things called? Sea horses. Just show me what they look like. Thousands upon thousands of sea horses helping us. But there's a chunk of this energy that's also in the Everett Bay, as I said earlier. And it's connected to the land underneath, so they are also going to help send love and light. Let's take a plunge down into the earth again. We're at about 135 feet now. Let's go send light down there to lift up whatever this little piece is here. There's some heaviness here. Let's get it up to the surface. Okay, so at 125 feet here, there's some trauma. There was a war between tribes. This is the second Indian chief. Has great remorse that his tribe of people invaded this other tribe and took a lot of their possessions as well as their women, which created tremendous grief for both sides because the women were not happy being taken by this other tribe, taken away from their families. And so it was not an easy transition for them. And there was huge grief and loss and rage by the tribe that got invaded. So we have some forgiveness to do. Here's about John, if you want to volunteer. The victims were about, looks like about 420 people, somewhere in there. And then perpetrators, over 500. So, both sides need to forgive. This will happen to the tribe that did the invading first. Help them forgive themselves for thinking that this was okay to do for whatever reason that they were doing it. us to do the forgiving with us and for us in all the places we are unable and or unwilling to forgive ourselves. Loving them, telling them that we all make mistakes. This is a lesson in life, lessons in ego, lessons for souls. But they are already forgiven and forgivable. And it's important for them to forgive themselves so they can move on and allow these other soul aspects to return to them. Freedom from this ancient bondage. Just have a few more to go. See them lift up. There's one person in this group. It's a man. I don't know yet, I haven't shown me yet who it is, but it is the person in this group who was a member of the tribe that was victimized and was a man at that time as well. So this may resonate more for you in the moment when you start helping you to forgive what happened there. So thank you for being with us. Love heals everything. Forgiveness is the key to freedom. So there's 4 people in this group of people who were perpetrators, who are unwilling and unable to forgive themselves. So I'm going to go talk to them, one of the saints, and find out what we do with these 4 people, because everybody else was willing to do this forgiveness. Everybody would hold the color gold in their minds and heart for a moment. This would help. They truly believe that they should suffer because that was such a huge and painful mistake. And they were the 4 people who started this little war. They don't believe they deserve to be forgiven, and what we know is that everyone deserves to be forgiven. So let's do the forgiving with them and for them, with the divine in them. Release them from here, and I'm going to ask them, are you willing to let us do it with you and for you? And the answer is yes. Oh, good. So all 4 of them are kneeling in a circle. So let's walk around them energetically, blessing them, thanking them for being willing to forgive themselves, to create more freedom and more liberation on the planet, and for their own souls. We're very grateful for our love and our willingness to show them what love and forgiveness looks and feels like. So I want to thank each of you for doing this for them. Good. They are standing up now and they're taking a bow. And now this entire group, like the other one, is lining up, walking backwards and moving into the light. And now they're getting ready to turn around and put their faces into the light. Let's reset on ourselves for a moment. Connect to the world of the light. Putting your left hand on your heart. Laying your fingers so that you're touching most of your chest that you can. Taking your right hand and just placing it above your head comfortably. Connect unconsciously your heart to your higher self, so that we're working in unison with all the levels of your soul that are connected to this human body. Okay. We have so much love in this room and so much love around us and putting us. I'm going to ask what level we are with feet. 95. Making good progress. Now we're going to take the folks who are in this tribe that were victimized by the other tribe. And so we're trying to ask to help them do the forgiving of the others. And forgiving God and allowing their rage to be released. So all of us as human beings have experienced feeling victimized by others. Most of us, I can't imagine anybody who hasn't on some level felt that. Or disempowered by others, or criticized too heavily. So we can all relate to this, not wanting to forgive someone else for hurting us. It's very important because the person who holds on to the unforgiveness is really holding a heavy dark energy and is bringing that person down. So I know for myself in my life that whenever I've chosen to forgive others, myself and God, that my whole being gets lighter and lighter and lighter and more in alignment with love. So let's do this with them. The tribe that was victimized. We're going to forgive, do the forgiving for them. reminding them that if there's any part of them that doesn't want to forgive or is unable to forgive any atrocity they might have experienced, then we're gonna allow the divine or God in them to do it with them and for them in all places they've been unwilling and or unable to do the forgiveness. So here again, we want your middle finger on your sternum, between your breasts, and the other two fingers can gently farther away, just hover lightly over the rest of the sternum. Take your right hand and put it over your head again. Make sure you're grounded. We're going to connect our hearts and our souls and share with these people what forgiveness feels like and allowing the forgiveness to occur. Let's encourage them as well as yourselves. If you have anger that needs to be released, you can simultaneously do it with this. We're going to give permission to the divine in them to release the rage into the light. None of us are going to be carrying your rage. Just give it over to the light. Hundreds of thousands of angels that are here helping. That will take their rage into the light. And then you can release your hand whenever you want. You can also make infinity symbols. Just respond to the energy in a way that feels whole, or make circles, whatever feels good to you. And then trade hands so that your right hand is on your chest, left hand in the air or palm up, doesn't matter either way. Sending forgiveness from these people to the other tribe members. And together, let's have them go to the God in the other people and thank them for forgiving them for not being willing to forgive them and holding them hostage in unforgiveness. And we know that when we go to the God in someone else and thank the God in them for helping to forgive us, that it's an instant, immediate event. Now put your left hand on your chest and your right hand on your solar plexus. Breathing in yellow light. Yellow is the third chakra. It's also the place where we hold judgment, place curses or condemnation. And we want to bring in beautiful lemon yellow right now to dissolve the unforgiveness and critical energy that was there, that was stuck in their bodies. Lemon yellow will dissolve that. And then we move toward more buttery yellow, and then eventually we end up with a beautiful golden yellow, which is the place of acceptance of what was and what is, so that we release judgment. Ay otuata kaya omono aki. Ay otu, ay otu, ay otu. just criticize themselves because we're also one. So when we criticize others and judge others, we have just criticized ourselves. This is a beautiful lesson, and look how stuck they are in this plane of existence in the earth. Parts of their souls got stuck. So now we're in the middle of releasing that energy into the light, allowing it to be transmuted by God's love. Rising above the ego, rising above the mind, moving into our divine, infinite selves. Showing them, mirroring to these souls that they're divine, beautiful selves. Okay, now they have to forgive themselves. For being judgmental, for being unforgiving, for having rage at God. So let's do the forgiving with them and for them. As emissaries of love and light that you are, and intermediaries. There you go, good job. So they're all moving from the left kind of to the center of the energy in the church. Lining up, acknowledging the forgiveness, so that they can be released from that plane of existence down to the earth. All right, now they're getting ready to read. And again, they are taking a bow, saying thank you. We are now turning around and moving into that beautiful ray of light that is set up in this room and out into the beyond. Okay, they're gone. Yay. Good job, everybody. Thank you. So I'm gonna go ask what feet we're at now. Whoa, awesome job, 70. So now we have a third tribal chief. And I have to listen to see what is going on with this group. So this group is a more recent group, late 1800s. There's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of anger that's unresolved because of the way the white man came in, usurped their land away from them, relegated them away from their traditions and where they lived and how they lived. This one looks like it's the Toledo tribe, Bee people. yes, they're saying yes, it's Ceremonial tribe. There's only 1,100 people here that are, that have not been able to move on from being angry. So let's just all embrace them with love. Let's work with the whales to embrace them with love. Let's all of us acknowledge the incredible loss of their tribal traditions, the love of the land and the water and the animals, the honor and connection that they had to all of that. How they honored the seasons of the earth as well as in mankind. And they're working very hard currently to keep those traditions alive. I want to thank the current tribal members for doing that for all of us. So let's go in and help these people who are stuck, who are able to move on, and let go and forgive the white man. And some of us who are in this room have been Native American Indians in many lifetimes. Here, Canada, South America, even indigenous people. And we know what that sense of harmony is between our souls and bodies and the land and life. So let's go and reclaim that with them and for them. And let's hold them as they release the unforgiveness. And actually, all of them want to release this unforgiveness to go back to their soul parts, to be going back to their original energy of where they are, where the rest of their soul is. We're going to have them forgive the white man from all levels of their soul, releasing any and all unforgiveness into the light. We are lovingly and gently holding them in this process, having compassion for what was lost. Taye tu, atakaya omawasi, ituata, otuai, otu. Atakaya omawasoi tuati, emanaka, otua. Sayo manawa samai, ituatakayo, itua, osoa, taka. We release with the eyes of the world and a heart full of pain, all that we witnessed, all that we experienced, and turn it over into the light to be healed, for us to be made whole. We thank you for helping us lift up this pain and sorrow that we've held on to for so long, lifting it back to Creator Source, Asi ono ota. Asi. Asi ono ota. Asi ono ota. Asi ono ota. Ati. And so now they're bowing to all of us in the circle. They're saying thank you for releasing us from our ancient pain. We willingly go back to our origin and release us from this plane in which we were stuck, so that we can move into the light and allow the light to be free of our pain. Oh. So we're leaving on a different way of life. Okay, this is lifting up. Good job, guys. So we're at 10 feet. So on this last 10 feet, there's a little bit of work to do. And that's about the apparently current life energy, what we are in, modern age, now. So there's a message that's coming through. The 3 tribal chiefs are standing in front of me, in front of all of us, in a semicircle. And they're holding the light on the other side, along with the saints and the angels who are here, the whales, crows, and the seahorses. We're all here. So, we get to forgive ourselves. And we are going to do some forgiveness for the people who live here in this area, who take life for granted, who take our resources for granted, who poison our air, our water, our land, and take it all for granted. That we have forgotten our way, that we've forgotten the connection that is alive and well between us and the land, between us and the air, between us and the water. We are part of the full circle of life and love. It is now time, at this time on the planet in the Aquarian age, and as we move into this 5th dimensional frequency, that we hold the frequency of a higher intention, of making a resolution within ourselves and with each other to be kinder to one another, more present, more compassionate, more loving, and to be conscious of how the gift of life and the gift of everything that we possess and everything that we use is part of the circle of life. To begin the journey, if you haven't already, and you may encourage others to do so, of gratitude for every breath of life that you have, for every morsel of food, for a place to sleep, a place to work, a place to share in community, whether it's your immediate family or your family and a community or just a community. We are part of the wonder and the wheel of life. So let's, for modern humanity, send our hearts into the circle of love. Forgive ourselves and forgive others for being unconscious. assuming that what we are taking is our right to just do so with impermanence. And instead, let us bow down to the life and love that lives within us and created us. And say thank you. And I forgive myself for having been unconscious at any point in time. For having taken things for granted. And so now let's move into gratitude and say thank you to the divine energy for the earth that sustains us, that loves us, that shares her energy with us. So just release whatever you need to forgive in others and in yourself, and for the community at large, into the light. The center of the circle, send it up into the light and be transmuted into love. Sending it up, into the light, releasing it from you, releasing it from others. Praying for greater consciousness of love and brotherhood. And so at this moment, we are at level ground level. And this is where we begin to take a break. But before we do, I'd like to invite those of you who brought food, who brought crumbs, brought shakers. If you would like to just gently join Sophie in harmony, sharing whatever energy you would like to share, that would be wonderful. You up for that? Yeah? Who wants, does anybody want to do this? If not, we'll move on. Or at least some people do, okay? And then while they're pulling their things together, I just wanted to say that, thank you, because it's hard work and everyone to be aware of how hard this was. We were loved and supported, but it takes energy to do this. We do have food beverages in the back. It's free of charge, so have whatever you want. And then we will return when we complete your now, we'll return in 30 minutes back to do the rest of the work, which is to raise the energy up into this beautiful context, energy that makes love, light, and choice more available to people in this 10.5 area. Okay, so go ahead, everybody got their thing to go do. I'm gonna sit quietly and enjoy. Thank you all very much. Absolutely beautiful. So I hope we'll do 30 minutes from now, go back there, enjoy some food, some beverages, do a stretch. Thank you all for being here and being part of this, and then we'll do the lift up. That's usually a very joyful time. This is the heavy part. The next part's happier. Thank you so much, everyone. Are we synchronized? Okay, we are synchronized. All right, so everybody, let's call our higher selves back down again in our bodies, reconnecting with our conscious selves. We want to thank everybody who's online with us for being with us, and I'm sorry that we aren't able to have a two-way communication. I'm just not that slick to have that available just yet. So we want to thank you all for being here, calling your higher selves in, and reminding you to keep yourself in a 2.5 mile zone of royal blue light, remembering that the royal blue is the consciousness of God, connected to the human soul and body. So when we expand ourselves out 2.5 miles, we bring that much more love, that much more peace, and allow more of our higher selves to come and join us. So again, find a place to center.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, you wanted that? Okay. I'm sorry, I got all the lights went out here, so I wasn't sure what was happening. Okay. So sometimes it helps to take your right hand, put it, the palm of your hand on top of your thigh, with your middle finger touching your knee, moment. We had a lovely snack and time to socialize, and now it's time to go back inside.
So somebody they're asking for something in PhD, is that what that is?
No,
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna have something in the key of G to bring us into the frequency that they need. Remembering that everyone, whether they are aware of it or not, are conscious, are beings of love and light. Some people have a whole lot of love and light, and everybody can notice it. Oh my gosh, that person has so much light, so much openness. And other people less so, and other people tend to hold a lot of darkness. And just remember that everybody is on her own journey of evolving. And they all get to make choices as they do their learning as a human. Some people, it could be their first or second or third or fifth or 10th lifetime. So they're considered young souls in terms of coming into the body. And some of us have had hundreds of lives, and a few of us a few thousand. So just know that everyone is in their own place, and all we need to remember is that everyone is connected by the same light. My spiritual teacher, Master Kirpal Singh, once said that if all of humanity is healed and only one arm of humanity is not healed, then none of humanity is healed. So, clearly we have our own work to do to clear ourselves, heal ourselves, clean up our own land, and be compassionate and gracious with others. So now we're moving into the more joyful part of this. You know, it's joyful to have given the gift of allowing that energy to raise up from the ground to surface level. Now we're going to raise the energy into a convex. We're going to invite again the saints and angels, and we'll see what animal life will show up, or nature spirits. We'll see what comes. So again, if everyone, just for, if you're comfortable saying Om Namaste, A-U-M, and then Namaste internally, that would be good. If not, do something like the Lord's Prayer or your own personal mantra, if you're not comfortable with that. Or I am love, I am the beloved child of the divine, etc. Keep it positive, keep it light, keep it loving. Making sure that you're consciously connecting to everyone else in the room. Consciously connecting to the people online. And now consciously connecting to the land. energy is going, let's see here, clockwise from my direction, from left to right. So yeah, the energy's going clockwise. Pulling all of our energies together into one circle of light and love. And we want to fill this 10-mile area, 10.6-mile area. Just fill that whole surface level with this light that we are. And then allow the angelic realms to connect to us as they bring more of that light out around us. I am light and I am love. Part of the brand I am. I choose to recognize that everyone is part of the brand I am. Each doing their role in life. O Toata Kaya Omonoai. Itu Ata Kaya Mona Osotoi. Ata. Toto Ana Kaya Omono Asayoto. Ati Tea Oso. In this time ahead, we thank the divine within us, our God, that mankind unites as one. We thank God for the grace and mercy to be sent to us and to this planet. For those who are ready to hear, with eyes to see, and hearts to feel, the new energy of co-creation, of love, together, for each other, for the land, for the animals, for all of plant life. They have to giggle because all of a sudden, the nature spirits, the little elves, fairies, they're all going, what about us? So of course we want to, this is the fun part, is we invite them to please come and play with us. And they're very happy to be joining us, sharing their love and their excitement to be acknowledged again on the planet as part of the force of love that is here, that we work with that realm to help things grow and to connect to the earth. They want to play and delight with us. They want to help us grow things. They want us to thrive. So this time of bringing everything into convex energy is about thriving. It's about joy. It's about love. It's about brotherhood. It's about choice. Giving other people the choice in a higher frequency available to choose love and light. And let's also invite the crystal kingdom in, because they're going to be part of that relay of energy of love that those solar flares are going to be receiving. And they're going to keep that energy moving on the planet, and all of our bodies are going to have to work at reclaiming ourselves in a new frequency, honoring the newness, and our bodies are going to have to shift. And sometimes it's darn uncomfortable, as many of you know, as we have what we call ascension symptoms. symptoms on them, let's get this job done. So let's bring that ascending energy into this beautiful circle of love, allowing the experience to help lift this frequency and the crystals. Let us be able to hear the crystals, to feel them, to become sensitive to the energies and the messages that the earth is holding for us, that the angelic realms are holding for us, that your higher self is holding for you. Let's go lift this energy up. You're doing a good job already. So we're going to bring in pink light first. One person here came all in pink today. Wasn't sure why she came in pink. Well, we know now why. It's the first color that we need to bring to the surface. Pink is about love. It's about nurturing. It's about kindness, and it's about extending ourselves in generosity from our hearts. And remember that our arms and our hands are connected to our hearts, right? They are an extension of. We embrace others with love from our heart, but through our arms and our hands. We give to one another and we receive from one another through our arms and our hearts, our arms and our hands from our hearts. So let's be in that energy now and bring this pink light in to this first level so that we can soften the energy on the planet in this area. Let people know that nurturing, loving, kindness, and gentleness is available. Let's pray that more and more hearts and minds can receive that love, can feel it, that more and more people will remember to be kind to one another and extend themselves. So we want to lift this pink light up 200 feet. So let's have that as our goal. In the center of the circle, stepping in and just letting the divine energy that's supporting and loving us through the angels and the saints to bring this energy totally out as far as it needs to go and up the 200 feet with every prayer that you say. So I'm going to be silent for a little bit and we're going to let Sophie guide us up higher, bringing this pink light of love up the 200 feet. So stay focused. Some of you may be pulled to move your hands. You can do infinity symbols, you can do circles, you can do whatever you want to help you stay connected to this energy as it's lifting, lifting, lifting from the ground up. Travel with it. Put a smile on your face. Knowing that you are part of the healing of this land. The gift of who you are as a participant is a gift back to God, or a gift back to our Creator for what we already have received and what we are about to receive in the days ahead. Holding on to the truth of the love and the beauty of who we are, extending graciousness and mercy and kindness and compassion out there. The world sorely needs this right now. It needs us to be in the center of our love, in the center of our knowingness of who we are, and we can take that into our bodies and mirror it to others so that they can remember who they are. All the great saints that have ever walked the planet, whether religion has been made around them or not, were pure embodiments of love, fully awakened. They mirrored to the people of their time the truth and the beauty of who they are. Not who the saint was, but who they are and the possibility of what they can be. We can aspire to hold more love. We can aspire to love ourselves. We can aspire to love one another with graciousness, without judgment. yourself into the circle and allow that thing to light up. We're at 100 feet right now. Keep that energy of knowing who you are and the expansion of who you are into the circle. And they're showing me that every single person that is here has some beautiful fairies or nature spirits around you right now. They are loving you and supporting you and buoying you up. Co-creating more love in the circle. Keeping your prayers going now. Lifting that pink light up higher and higher. Allowing yourself to be nurtured as well as this area. So remember I said in the beginning that there were 7 saints going to be joining us, and they're still here. So these 7 saints, one is going to stay with me, the other 6 are going to go to each person in this room and give you a blessing. And in order for you to get your blessing, you do need to give permission to receive it. So you can say no if you prefer not to have a blessing from Jesus or whoever yours is that you're going to be getting. But you have to say yes if you want it. So the blessing this time, so I want to share something with you. The right side of your head and face and neck to your clavicle is your spiritual side. It crosses over to the left side of the body, below the clavicle, all the way down. That's your receptive, female, God self side. The left side of your head, including your eyes, is the male side, is the part that connects to what the energy going out into the world, so it moves to the right side of our body, which then is the side that we give out to the world into. So, what are the saints going to be doing today? Today, they are going to take 40% for each of you, whatever that 40% is, of painful energies that you have witnessed or experienced in this and other bodies from your left eye, so that your left eye, which sees the world, will have a greater ability to see the God in yourself and the God in others. So the only thing that I am allowed to do during this time until they are done is internally say the word "Om." You can join me in doing that, or you can say Amen, or you can say I am love. Those are your only options. Amen, Om, A-U-M, or I am love. You either give permission or you don't. If you don't give permission, we ask you to stay in silence and do your own meditation your way. We honor whatever it is that you choose for yourselves. There is no right, there is no wrong. It just is. So I'm going to be quiet now, and all of us will be receiving. eyes closed, and just drop your energy down to the tip of your nose, please. You are, and they're asking that you please breathe in the color emerald green, which is the third dimensional heart chakra color, as we all know. So we're going to expand that to make sure that everybody in this room receives an expansion in their heart chakra between 80 and 90% full. Some are already there, so you won't be receiving it, and those of you who are already there will receive another 5% upgrade. But otherwise, some of the people will make a bigger leap, up to 80 to 90%, so just give permission to open up your heart chakra more, so that you can hold more love, you can share more love, you can be more love. Oh, the joy of your heart opening to come and connect with you. So what's bubbling up underneath that is your second chakra is getting activated in terms of the orange light that brings greater joy into the body and into this room and into this circle. So allow that joy to be part of your existence. Now please the color turquoise. Every single one of us here has made mistakes with our throat chakras. Hello? We may have said some things that were kind to ourselves or others. So we're going to heal that. So I want you to take a moment now, and the saints are going to help you forgive yourself for misusing your throat chakra. Because as you move out into the world after this session, you want this energy to be cleared of guilt, or shame, or having misused your throat chakra to condemn yourself or others in any way. So breathing that color into your body, giving permission for that color to be around you for a mile around you. Give permission on all levels of your soul for this to be forgiven, to be healed and cleared. A new frequency of clarity to move into your throat chakra, a connection to your own divine purpose of love. You wouldn't be here in this room sharing what you're sharing of your own body, mind, and heart if that wasn't part of your goal. On some level, whether it's conscious or not. I accept having my throat chakra cleared of any misuse. I allow it to be reharmonized and stabilized into love. Now take both of your hands and put them both on your thighs or ground. We're going to use the fact that you've got this cleared throat chakra now in this field of turquoise around you. We're going to now put it on top of a layer of the 200 feet of pink light, or the 50 feet of turquoise light into this 10.6 mile area, or further, depending on what the divine wants. shake your body out a little bit if you need to. Adjust yourself a bit if you need to. All right, so now put your left hand over your heart chakra again. Only this time we're bringing in the color of the fifth dimensional heart chakra color, which is kind of a lime green. Perfect. Thank you. Lime green, fifth dimensional heart chakra. Pull that into your field so that you are linking into that fifth dimensional frequency. You're safe, you're loved, you're appreciated. And now we're going to send that fifth dimensional heart chakra color into the middle of the circle. And we're going to ask that it be lifted up 50 feet. So we'll make it up to 325 feet when we're done. And then need us to get to 700, so we're almost halfway. I am loved. You are loved. We are loved. If you want to say it out loud or internally, you can do it either way. I'm going to repeat it 5 times. I am loved. You are loved. We are loved. Take a breath in and let it out. I am loved. are love. We are love. One more time. This is part number 4. This one, I want you to raise your left hand up, palm forward. Right hand over your heart chakra. And I want you to focus on the space between, on either your third eye or the space between your eyebrows and the bridge of your nose. Pick a spot. Focus. And I want you to say it out loud this time, everybody. Slowly. I am love. Breath in and breath out. You are love. We are love. You can lift your right hand into the air, also facing palm forward. I choose love. And as we move forward into the days ahead, there will be times when you may forget to choose love, and I want you to still love yourself when you forget. And work back to remember that I am love, you are love, we are love, and I choose love as often as possible. The goal is to do it all the time, but we're human. Be gracious to yourself and have compassion. Okay, so we just have 5 more feet of this emerald green mic, so let's do some more prayers. Not emerald green, lime green, sorry, 5-dimensional heart chakra. So as we do this, we're literally bringing more opportunity for love in this area that we've been healing. So you get to look at Everett a whole different way now. That it's now being uplifted. O toai te e tō ta'a. Te koe o mono so atai o no tuai ku tana. E suata kai a sata i ono moroko a sa uatai e tu manata. In the days ahead, I choose to dance in the Lord of love. I choose to dance with the Creator and the Creator and others in the dance of love. In the dance of sweet remembrance of who we are, what we are, and what we are really here to do and be. We are all learning how to be love. want to give everyone the opportunity to be a greater expression of that love, to be more love. All of you participating in doing that today. We're not quite done, but we're almost there. They are saying, may you all walk forward with a more illumined heart. Embracing your own beauty, because until you can really fully embrace your own beauty and see the grand energy that you were made in creation, it's hard for us to recognize it in others. So to practice loving yourselves, practice loving others. Many of you are already doing that. Probably all of you are doing that. And we all can keep doing that to improve this world around us. And the world that's inside of us, that's an expression into the world around us. Okay, we made it. Now we're going to do a layer of the violet spectrum of light. The violet spectrum is about bringing greater soul parts back to ourselves and connecting to our higher selves. It also has the frequencies in it of abundance. Abundance of all kinds. Abundance in relationship, abundance with money, prosperity of all kinds, an abundance of presence, of being alive, an abundance of joy. So just know that we're creating greater abundance, more prosperity, a greater opportunity to feel more enlivened or enlivened, whatever you're supposed to say that. And bringing it into this beautiful convex energy of opportunity for more people to be resonating in greater love. So let's focus on that beautiful spectrum of violet light, which goes from the light lavender through, through fuchsia and mulberry and all the way into beautiful, beautiful, pure violet light. And I noticed that there's a lot of people who get connected to the color of purple or shades of purple. And that's because you're trying to reconnect to your own soul parts. Calling them back in, holding that frequency in the color scheme that you wear, the colors around you, and the colors that you think about. Let's bring that in. You can do 70 feet of that. So let's do it. Back to your prayers. Lifting your frequency of the violet light into the next 70 feet. this, I want you to do a little exercise with me. They're asking that all of you imagine that there are no pews in this church right now, and that you're all sitting in a circle. So just energetically put yourself in the circle, imagining that there's no pews and just a flat surface. And just seeing yourself putting your hands together in prayer above your head. In the middle of this circle, in the middle of this beautiful violet spectrum of light, calling in more abundance on all levels of existence, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. Into the middle of this circle, which represents this 10.6 mile area that we're healing and clearing. You can put your hands up above you if you want, you don't have to. You can just see yourself doing that. And now for those of you who would like to begin walking again in infinity symbols, now you may do that. And we would like only one person doing a drum and one person doing the rainwater shaking thingy. So between you all, you can figure out who's going to be doing that in the background. That would be great. And match what Sophie's doing. So we're all in harmony. And all of us are in this circle of violet spectrum light, lifting it up, 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 up with our thoughts, with our prayers, with our positive intention. Undiai, 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 undiai. And so right now, in this beautiful circle, with the violet spectrum of light, you're introducing us to like a butterscotch gold energy that's going over the circle. Let's just set it up 90 feet right now. It's actually going to be very quick. About 10 rounds. of gerbils, that's great. Okay, so what did the gerbils show up? The dolphins are all about joy, is that right? Yep. And so what the gerbils are about. Oh. On. They're connecting the love and the abundance that's in the field and bringing it into the ground a little bit, just like the 25 feet. That's their job, is to keep that circle going energetically. So that's why they're here. Okay. And the nature spirits are very happy. And I don't know if any of you can see, but in the north, between the bridge between the bridge of Everett to Marysville, and that little waterway and the water to the west of that, there's, oh my God, all these nature spirits are just like coming to life. They feel like they've been dead, like they've been asleep. And they say they get to come and live now and expand and know that humans are going to start working with them as we work together to create a new land, new healing, new opportunities. I am love. I am opportunity. I am divine guidance. I am divine truth. I am divine power. I am divine wisdom. I am a divine being connected to the all that is. There's a whole bunch of white light coming around, and it's cleaning up the area between 550 and 625 feet. There is kind of an astral plane area. There's a lot of, what we say, dark noise and debris up there. So just imagine that white light that's up there is just kind of going in there like a tornado and pulling it all together and sending it like a funnel into the light, into the heavens, be cleared into transcending into love. You feel that energy going up. And this is like now it's time they would like us to be facilitating divine forgiveness for those who abuse others, both locally, in our state, in our nation, in the world at large. Send that forgiveness out. Now, there are some beings who are dark side. So the negative power on the planet, in the east, the name is Kal, K-A-L. And there are beings who are walking the earth, who are aligned with that energy, who are here to test the light, and test the resolve of humanity to hold the light, to stand up for the light, not against the darkness, but for the light. When we stand up against something, we defeat it. So we don't want to do that. We want to stand up for what we want, for what we believe in. So we don't forgive those who are leaders in the darkness because they belong doing their job. We forgive ourselves our attachment to wanting them to do it different. But we forgive others who are abusing their power to see what it's like to hurt other people or to have power over others. So what we want to do is encourage people to see and be the light in one another, to hold love and forgiveness and generosity of spirit, to remember that we're all brothers and sisters and in this together, to work toward having greater harmony with each other, greater sensitivity, really having compassionate care and allowing that energy into our own bodies, into our own minds, sending it to our neighbors and our community, and to people across the world, wherever they are. So in that area, let's forgive, let's release that energy of bondage into the light, allow it to be transmuted so we can move out of there and move above it. Just release it with love so it's no longer there. Good. Now the color tangerine. 50 feet of tangerine to bring greater joy in connection with the chakras from the 11th chakra down to the first. Okay, the next color that we're doing, we're at 625 feet, so we're almost done. The next color is yellow, the entire yellow spectrum from light to dark. Again, balance of mind connected to the lower chakras, release of judgment, and embracing acceptance. Allow that beautiful sunny golden light
670, so the next color is gold. And then we'll make it, up to 700, so we just have 30 feet of gold to do. And this is the color of divine guidance, divine protection, divine love, divine wisdom, the whole energy of all knowing, all powerful, all, omnipotent. Just deeply sink into your sit bones. Feel your feet on the floor, your feet, pulling your whole body and your whole mind. Anchoring in this beautiful experience you've had here today. In loving and supporting the land. Helping to release the human beings that were stuck in emotional thought. Releasing them into the light, love, energetically interacting and playing with the world of the saints and the angels, and the animals, and the nature spirits and the crystals. Allowing that to enrich who you are, and know that today you gave a gift from your heart. And I'm going to get silent for a moment because usually the saints come in and have a message to give, and I'd like to be able to give to you that. And then personally, thank you for having been here, sharing your bodies, because we need those as transformers, your minds, your hearts, your souls, in this huge effort that we just went into. Okay, so everybody's to be breathing strawberry red while I go talk to the saints, and I'll be back in a moment. So they're saying that it is with great reverence for each of your souls and great delight that you would give of yourselves in this beautiful way to your unknown brothers and sisters in this community, to the land, to the water, to the air, to all the life forms that are on the planet, including the dimensional energies of the fairies and gnomes and nature spirits and the crystals. Being part of this four sections of land, this is the third one, we have one more to go in Seattle, that will give thousands upon thousands of people at least an opportunity to make a choice between fear and love, and to move toward love with brotherhood. We want to co-create a world that is mutually beneficial, with love and integrity for one another and yourselves. With
We thank each of you for blessing this community with your time and your energy and your hearts. This is what is called selfless service. And as the saints are telling me, it never hurts to give. It is always a blessing to give of yourselves. Somewhere somebody's keeping track of it, I'm sure. But it is always a blessing to give. So we thank you all for being here. We want to thank, there's a couple of people who know who they are, who have contributed financially to this process, for which I'm very grateful, so that we can walk through this. And to Sophie, and who has shared her incredible talents and gifts with us to make this a more joyful opportunity and blessing. And for all the beautiful musicians that showed up with their drums and their flutes, their shakers and their presents. For the people who helped set up this, our snack time, coordinating all of that and being here to all things back and forth. Everybody's a beautiful cog in the wheel. So I invite anybody who would like to stay to help clean up. There'll be refreshments still at the back. So most people are still hungry and tired after this. So feel free to go eat. Then we'll go clean up. And if any of you have the time and